He's got a very high rating, 3015. So if he's here, it would be a challenge. Yeah, I'll play the Sicilian. I think I'll play the knight c6 Sicilian now, just because it's a bit more solid than the Najdorf. Although we'll see if it is more solid. D3. Yeah, this position has been played in a lot of Carlsen Caruana games. Uh, over the last couple of years. So white sacrifices the bishop pair, but in return he gets a better pawn structure, and he gets a very solid pawn structure with the pawns on c2, d3, and e4, just creating a powerful pawn chain. But black does have the bishop pair and also a very solid position. I used to play this a lot actually when I was a kid, maybe like 12, 13 years ago. I used to play this a lot for both colors, but eventually I switched to other openings. Hopefully I'm close to equalizing at this point. Uh, yeah, I think I'll take on h6 and then play queen e7. Does that even make sense? Okay, b1. Okay, I'll play knight e6. The knight on e6 is always well placed here. It's behind the e5 pawn, and it can hardly be attacked. It controls f4 and d4. So it's a very good, solid place for the knight. Uh, yeah, but the question now is, what should I do next? No, I'll play bishop a6. Maybe with the idea to play c4 and create counterplay. Uh, maybe my position is okay. If he takes on c5, I could take with the queen, forcing him to defend the pawn on c2. I don't think black has any sort of an edge, but yeah, position is just very, position should be around equal. I'm going to double rooks on the d file, put pressure on d3. Hopefully that will work. Yeah, rook d7. Yeah, generally white's main plan in this sort of structures is to be able to play f to f4. But here his knight on f3 is on the way. So it's not easy for white to make progress right now. Maybe he could try the move c4. And if rook fd8, rook d2. But it's not entirely clear. Because also if he plays c4, maybe I have some b5 later on. So I'm not sure what white should do. c5, knight c5. Okay, play c4 in knight c3. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, because if knight f4, he has knight e1. Yeah, so that makes total sense. Maybe I'll play knight d4 here. He could play knight e1. And the knight's a bit passive, but he defends d3. Mm, mm. Yeah. Yeah, I think he has to watch out for his time. He's got a minute left, and I have 3 minutes. So, as Magnus said, if he has to flag you, then he will. Knight a4. Hmm, that's strange. Feels like I should have some sort of a trick here, but I don't see anything. Maybe I can take and play knight c2, queen d2. Knight c2, queen d2, knight a3. Ah, I'll play it just because he has very low time. Knight c2, queen d2, knight a3. And it looks very shaky for black. Because also my king is on the light square, on the a to g8 diagonal. So he could have some sort of pin somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, he has rook takes, knight takes, queen a2, maybe. But then I could take on b4. Then he can play rook b1, something. Anyway, he's too low on time. Yeah, queen b2, rook takes d3, knight c3, knight b5. Okay, so in the end I won on time, but I was already a pawn.